Have you ever wondered when to quit a bad relationship? In today's video, I'll cover 7 ways you would know for sure that you should leave a relationship. Hi, this is SALIMAH of SALIMAH, and if you're looking to build a life and business in alignment with your soul, then you're in the right place. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of videos I make every Wednesday. So I wanted to make this video because I have spoken to a lot of my clients, and a lot of them wonder whether it's a good idea to stay in a relationship. And I wanted to cover some reasons that you shouldn't stay in a relationship, because we are here on this earth temporarily to live our best lives, and we're not meant to live in misery, and we're not meant to live somewhere where we are not respected. You deserve, and you are enough. You deserve to live your best life, and you are enough. Your creator has made you very powerful, so you don't need to stay somewhere where you are not treated properly. So let me cover some signs for you to realize whether you should leave a relationship. So number 1 is, if you're, and I'm covering mostly a relationship that's a partnership, like partnership as in, a love relationship with 2 people, 2 adults. So number 1 is, if you're not treated equally as a soul, because it should be a relationship where 2 souls who are equal coming together to form partnership, so that they can live their lives together and fulfill their mission and purpose in life. So if you're not being treated as an equal soul, then it's not the right relationship for you to stay in, because we're all equal at the soul level. Nobody is superior in comparison to you. It should be a relationship of 2 equal souls coming together for the journey of life, to helping each other fulfill their mission, and helping each other grow, helping each other heal from their past traumas. So it should be a soul to soul equal relationship. There should be no inferiority or superiority. Our creators did not make us with different kinds of souls that are more superior. Everybody is a soul, and we are all equal. Number 2, if your vision of life is not aligned, so make sure you know what your vision for your life is. Meaning, if you want to serve others and help others, and if, for example, your spouse or your lover does not, if they want to hoard the money and just buy bigger and better things for themselves and not give any money to anybody, then that relationship will not work. It would be just not a good fit for you to stay in that kind of relationship, because no matter what, you would constantly be fighting as to what you should do with your money. Number 3 is, if your top values are not in alignment, meaning, if for you family comes first, and to your lover or your spouse work comes first, this is going to be an area where you will constantly fight, and it won't be a good thing to stay in that kind of a relationship, because if you are not aligned with your top values, your top values should not be negotiable, because it is who you are, and you should always live a life that's true to yourself, or as it just leads to problems. The next one is, if there's any kind of abuse, because like I said, you are not meant to stay in a relationship where you're being abused. You're worthy, you are enough, you're made by your creator, and every one of us is special. Nobody deserves to be abused, and nobody should be abusing you. And that means physically or mentally, verbally, you should not be accepting any disrespect, because it's not good. It's not good to stay in a marriage where there's abuse. It's not good for the children either to watch you being abused, because then they may someday go into an abusive relationship, and I'm sure none of us want that for our children, and none of us should want that for ourselves. So please do some research, figure out, where you can go. There's shelters, there's safe places for you to be able to go. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, go on the internet, figure out if there's a shelter nearby for you to be able to go to. But please do not stay in an abusive relationship. Nobody deserves to stay in an abusive relationship. The next one is failed discussions, where you're not being valued as a person. You're not being supported, you're being neglected, and you're not being supported with your own goals. And you've been talking about it over and over again, and it's not resolving. You don't need to stay in a relationship like that where you're not valued and you're not being heard. Everybody deserves to be heard, understood, seen, and accepted. And family should be where you should feel like it's your safe heaven, and you should be able to be comfortable and be supported in who you are to your core, who you are authentically. And if you're not being supported, then you don't have to stay in a relationship like that. The next one is there are lies. There's been one lie after another. Even after someone apologizes, there's another lie and there's another lie, and that you're not responsible for someone else, but you don't need to stay in that kind of environment. And perhaps that person will be better off with someone else who's more aligned to them. So the sooner you let them go, the sooner you can heal and you can move on, and maybe there's someone better for you. Like I said, you deserve to live a good life. The next one is you're not appreciated. You're not appreciated in a relationship. It's a two-way street. If you are doing everything and you're never being appreciated and treated properly and respected, then you don't need to stay in a relationship like that, because nobody should be mistreated. You should be appreciated for all your hard work and effort that you put into a relationship, and it should be both of the people putting in the effort. The next one is that there is no support. There's no support of your goals, your dreams, and you're just being neglected with whatever your dreams are. You're just expected to fulfill gender roles without being appreciated. There is no such thing as gender roles, by the way. One person is not better at something because of their gender. Just naturally, you may like something, and you could do that once you discuss it with your partner, and you guys agree that that's the role that you would fulfill in a relationship, and that's fine. But there is no such thing as gender roles based on who you are. It's decided between the two people as to what you like doing and what the other person likes doing. And always remember that leaving a relationship is not failure, because nobody deserves to be in a relationship where there is no respect. Sometimes you're meant to go. That's why you're going through this. You're meant to go, and you're meant to be in a different relationship. Maybe there's someone better out there for you. So let me quickly cover some reasons for you to realize that you should be not staying in that relationship. Number one is that you're not aligned, and you're not being treated like an equal soul, that you are being treated as inferior. You are being treated because of your sex. You're being treated like you are not at the same level. At the soul level, we're all equal. Despite our body, despite our sex, despite our color, we're all equal. And that's what a relationship should be, between the two souls of equal value coming together. The next one is your visions are not aligned. If you have a vision for your life where you want to, for example, serve and fulfill your purpose, and you are not able to do that because you are not aligned. Maybe you want to give a lot of money to other people and help them, and maybe your partner does not. So that's going to be a conflict that's going to continue between the two of you. Number 3 is your top values are not aligned. For example, if faith is important to you and it's not important to your spouse, religion is important to you and it's not important to your partner, having children is important to you and it's not important to your partner. Those are values. Those are family for you is number 1 and family is number 3 for your partner. That's never going to work. The next one is abuse. Like I said, nobody deserves to be abused. You are worthy and you are enough and you deserve the best. So you don't need to stay in an abusive relationship, and not just physical, but a verbally abusive relationship either. Get help. Look, where can you get help in your area, and go to a safe place. Maybe it's call your family, call your friends, figure out and get out of that relationship. Nobody needs to stay in an abusive relationship. The next one is failed discussions, where you're not being heard, you're not being understood, you're not being seen, you're not being accepted for who you are. You deserve to be authentically you, and the person should accept you with whoever you are, with all your quirks and everything. Everybody has quirks. So the next one is lies. There's one lie after another and there's no change. It's apology and then another lie and another lie. Nobody needs to stay in a relationship where there's no trust. If you cannot trust someone, there's no love, there's no relationship. The next one is you're not appreciated. You put in a lot of work in the relationship and there's no appreciation. It's partnership. It's both people have to put in the effort, and there has to be appreciation for what you do, because you are important and you are enough and you are worthy. So you deserve to be appreciated. The next one is there's no support for your goals, your dreams, and there's neglect. Again, you're not being heard, understood, seen, and accepted. You don't need to stay in a relationship where your confidence is being affected by how you're being treated, because you're important. You're a powerful soul that's here to live their best life, and we are only here temporarily. So please don't stay in a relationship where you're not being valued and where there's abuse, especially where there's abuse, because you are, like I said, you're worthy and you deserve the best life while you're here. Hope this video served you. Please share it with whoever else it may serve. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of videos I make every Wednesday. Hope you are having a wonderful day, and I'm sending you love and light.